So Windows 10 isn't really the most attractive OS out there. Matter of fact, I believe that every operating system looks like a piece of shit. Now it really boils down to how you use it. You can still be a super utilitarian sociopath who does not care about aesthetics or your desktop, and you have no personality. Or you can be like me, who spent way too much time tinkering their desktop to look aesthetic instead of studying for finals, and still have no personality. Or you can use an iMac. Now, as a certified board member of the Aesthetic High Table with a 4.1 KD ratio in Call of Duty, I believe that I have the rights to the ultimate answer in making your desktop aesthetic and functional. So strap in your seatbelts, because in this video, I'll be showing you how to make your desktop look from this to this. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to clean your desktop, and yes, that means clearing all your desktop icons and shortcuts. Now, you scrubs might be telling me,
"But Kai, I love dragging things to the desktop. It makes file management a lot easier and I can access my shortcuts a lot better."
Now, that statement tells me two things. Number one, your opinion is immediately invalid because I have a 3.2 KD ratio in Call of Duty while you literally have everything else. Another thing is that I believe it's good practice to be aware of your file management system. So having an organized folder or system makes everything a lot better instead of just dragging everything to your desktop. Another thing you should try is using the Windows search function more often. This is usually the faster method of opening different applications in your desktop, but do what works best for you. So step 1 is clearing all your icons on your desktop by either dragging all your icons into the trash can. Or you can simply right click on the desktop, click view, and uncheck show desktop icons. I prefer this option. Now, as you can see, immediately the desktop looks a lot prettier now that all the shortcuts are moved to the recycling bin
to get destroyed and utterly annihilated.
So the next step you need to do is you need to clear your Windows Start menu. Now, like I said, I don't really use shortcuts, so this isn't a big deal for me. One thing I like to do is to enable Use Start at full screen. You can do this by going to Settings, going to your Start menu settings, and then enabling Use Start at full screen. Just like the name suggests, it opens your Start menu in a full screen, which gives you a more cleaner look in my opinion. But do what works best for you. So the next step on the list is cleaning your taskbar, or your utility bar, or your toolbar utility task handler bar thing. First step is I want you to choose 4 to 5 apps that you think you use the most. In my case, it's File Manager, Google Chrome, Notion, and Anki. These are the 4 major programs I use, so once you've decided, unpin all the other programs on the taskbar. The next thing I want you to do is cleaning all your unnecessary buttons on your taskbar. For example, like the search bar or Walmart Alexa Cortana, and your task view button and everything else. You can do this by right clicking on the taskbar and unchecking all of these. Next, you want to remove all the unnecessary badges on the right of your taskbar. So go to Windows Settings, Taskbar. Under Notification Area, select which icons appear on the taskbar. Here I want you to disable the Always Show All Icons in the Notification Area. After disabling it, select the most important icons you want to show. In this case, I only need Ear Trumpet to control my volume and my life. And finally, we had the last piece of the puzzle. It's time to clean your notification center. Right click on the quick action buttons here and click edit quick actions. Here I want you to choose 4, 8, or any number that is the multiple of 4 quick task buttons. Multiples of 4 for OCD. One of the most important things when remaking your desktop is choosing your color palette. This can dictate how much personality you want to convey to your friends who are for some reason using your desktop. And one of the main color palette categories you need to pick is if you will either use light mode or dark mode. Personally, I prefer light mode because I'm sort of a maniac, and low-key I'm tired of seeing my taskbar in dark mode. Once you've decided on that, it's time to pick your wallpaper. Now you can just go to Google and search HD wallpapers and pick from there. Although do be careful because for some reason there are a lot of weird suggestive pictures. I mean, not that I'm complaining. If you're like me who are allergic to generic wallpapers, you can combat this by applying the aesthetic to your search formula, which outputs to these wallpapers. Hell yeah, aesthetic! And after picking an HD wallpaper that matches your color palette, apply it as your background. Once you've decided on that, it's time to pick your main color scheme. Now, as a retired professional high school emo, you probably know what color I went with. Now, not only do I like the color black and white, I believe that it represents my current life right now, which is no color. Now, if you want to exemplify your lack of personality, you can download a third-party software called Rainmeter. I swear this is not sponsored, although I wish it was. Basically, if you want widgets on your desktop like the time, shortcuts, countdown timer, Spotify player, cool new recycling bin, or a lot more, then Rainmeter is the way to go. Yet, still not sponsored. Now, Rainmeter alone would take too long to explain as I tweaked all of these widgets by myself, not that I'm lazy to explain. But there are plenty of tutorials out there to how to operate Rainmeter, so go watch those. And that being said, congrats, now you have an aesthetic desktop. Now go study for that
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no smoke. And mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. I got my grub on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out.